All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rachak Badash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing his gospel and truth and his sincerity to the best of their ability, given to them by Yahweh Bahashem Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Shai, Lord willing, fall upon your houses. As the brother Quana Wath come back at you, Lord will, with the edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Shai. Lord will, it is edifying, Lord will, it is straight to the point. But this is on the Newsbreak app. It says marthastewart.com. It says stock up on rice. Right, it says a global shortage will make the grain more expensive, right? Which really, across the board, right, things are about to get really, really expensive, right? Here in the next couple months, right? America's debt ceiling, right, or debt ceiling deadline, sort of, America's debt ceiling deadline. Like if they don't raise the debt ceiling, or ultimately figure out how to pay down some of their debt, right? It's going to be ultimately catastrophic for the American economy as well as the American people, right? And the pressure and the stresses that they're ultimately going to be facing, right, when dealing with, having to pay for, just regular, amenities such as, your house, your gas, being able to pay for food and stuff like that, right? Here soon, really the whole world is going to be feeling that pressure, man, It says right here, it says the shortage is largely attributed to decade-high prices and bad weather conditions in rice-producing countries like China and Pakistan, right? Which we've seen, a lot of those prices for these grains, right, starting to go up, when dealing with this war that happened or that is happening, right, between Russia and Ukraine. Right, prices have ultimately gone up even higher just based off of that. Now again with these other, rice producing countries, they're facing, right, some extreme weather conditions, man, which are hurting their crops, which again is going to aid in the supply of these rice and grains to dwindle, right, as well as the price to continue to go up, right. It says, from stir-fry to sushi, rice is a staple in many cuisines and kitchens across the world, but its accessibility is about to change. According to a new report by Fitch Solution Country Risk and Industry Research, which states that we're expected to experience the worst global rice shortage in 20 years. Wow, man. And again, rice is I want to say the number one, grain, right, that's ultimately exported around the world, that's produced around the whole world, right? Every country, right, in their dishes uses rice, right? Rice is universally used across the whole board, across the whole world, man. It says the shortage, goddamn ESO, right? It says the shortage is largely, it says according to the report, which is dated April 4th, rice prices are expected to stay at current highs until 2024. The cost of rice averaged $17.30 per CWT through 2023 and is only expected to go down to $14.50 per CWT in 2024, the report states, right? It says CWT is a unit of measurement for small commodities like rice. Right? It says given that rice is the stable food commodity across multiple markets in Asia, prices are a major determinant of food price inflation and food security, particularly for the poorest households. Right, man? Because rice is cheap. Right, rice is, anybody can buy rice, man. You know what I mean? I could buy, rice for 78 cents a pound, man. You can get 3 pounds for less than $3. You know what I mean? That's a lot of rice, man. That's a lot of rice. So of course, right, the average household, right, uses rice. Almost every household uses rice or eats rice, man. You know, which is heavy, man. You know, if it's rice now, right? And well, how much more other things, man? You know, it says this global shortfall is predicted to come in at 8.7 million metric tons, meaning this would be the largest global rice shortage since 2004, when the deficit reached 18.6 million tons, right? So it completely beats that, man, right? Completely outdoes, 2004, man, by a whole, what is that, 9.9 million tons, that's a lot, right? It says there are a handful of factors that contributed to the rice shortage, including the ongoing war in Ukraine. See, right there, man, because again, what happened is with this war in Ukraine, these nations ultimately starting to sanction each other, right? Russia, America was, sanctioning Russia. The EU was, backing America and sanctioning Russia, right, which was causing problems. And Russia was saying, we don't need America, right? We're ultimately going to just, we're going to cut, some of these, or prevent, America and other nations that are in bed with America from buying oil, and so on and so forth, right? It just, it was a complete and utter, spiral, going downhill, man, and it's continued to spiral down, man, right? It says, as well as bad weather in rice-producing economies, according to the CNBC, area of farmland in China, the world's largest rice producer, experienced heavy summer monsoon rains and floods last year. The rainfall affected China's major hubs of rice production, like the country's Guangxi and Guangdong province, said agriculture analytic company Grow Intelligence in a report. Right, so China, the number one producer of rice in the world, is facing problems, man. Right, and they ate, man. These gooks, man, they be eating rice up the ass, damn near with every freaking dish, if not every single dish has rice in it, man. It says a similar issue was experienced in Pakistan, which saw annual rice production decline. It says which saw annual rice production decline by 31% due to severe flooding last year. The U.S. Department of Agriculture reports that's a lot. That's a huge cut. That's almost 50% of their crops, man. 50% of their money, man. It says despite the severe rice shortage, Fitch Solutions predicts that the global rice market will return to a nearly balanced position in later 2023 and 2024, and a surplus is expected to occur in 2024 and 2025. However, which is not going to come back, man. Right? This whole, rice production, which, it's not going to come back, man. It's only going to get worse, man. Right? Scriptures say that a greater evils, shall happen hereafter, man. Than that which thou see. So things are only going to get worse, man. I'm roughly paraphrasing that scripture, right? Things are only going to get worse, man. Jacob's trouble is right around the corner, right? Which is going to be, quoted in the scriptures as a time like never seen before, man. Like a time like no other, It's going to be bad. There's going to be a complete starvation, man, right? Because here soon, you're not going to be able to find these average, foods, right? Like rice and bread and fruits, vegetables. You're not gonna find nothing in these stores here soon, man. Let me finish this off, and then, matter of fact, we'll just move on, right? That was basically the point, right? 2nd Ezra 6th chapter in verse 22, it says, "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown; the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty." Right? So soon, right? It's gonna, again, the ball is gonna trickle and roll downhill, right? So soon you're not gonna be able to find rice, right? Soon you're not gonna be able to find, bread. You're not gonna be able to find, this, that, and the third, right? It's gonna trickle down to your meats, and because again, you got that 18,000 cows that happened in Texas, that got burnt up, man, right? So prices for rice, from rice to meat are finna skyrocket, man. We're talking hyperinflation, man. You know, whereas which as I mentioned, right, you can get a pound of rice for like 79 cents, 80 cents. Soon it's gonna be like 20, 30 bucks a pound, man. You know, it's gonna be bad, man. You know, but yeah, again, man, you're not gonna be able to. Not only are the prices gonna go up, right, but the supply is gonna continue to go down, man. Meaning you're gonna walk into these stores and start seeing less and less and less food until what? Until you walk into the store one day and there's absolutely no food, man. Absolutely no food, right? What are you people gonna do then, right? And this is why, in that article it says what? Stock up on the grain, right? Stock up on rice, man, right? Which what a lot of people are doing, right? A lot of these preppers and stuff like that, which it's not unwise to grab a little bit more, right? To get prepared, right? Maybe give you a stash of 2-3 pounds that you don't touch, for when shit really starts to get hard, Hey, but nonetheless, hey, you should be relying on Yahweh Shem El Shai, man, because he's the one that's gonna feed you in the times to come, right? Not your own self, man, right? Because you got a lot of these doomsday preppers, man, that are going to be prepping this food. You know what I mean? And they could be they could be Edomites, man, right? Because a lot of Edomites, have these bunkers, right? So Edomite goes and stocks up on all this food. We're talking about at least a year's worth of food, right? Hey, well, when this shit pops off, when the shit hits the fan, right? Hey, the Lord can have it to where, you know what I mean? That person ultimately gets, pulled up out of their bunker, and the Lord directs you to that bunker, man. But again, nonetheless, hey, there's not gonna be no food here in these stores, man. Real soon, right? And whatever you people got left at home, you people are gonna be trying to make it last as much as possible, or as long as possible. Ezekiel, the 4th chapter, the 16th verse, says, "Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem." And this is what the Lord is starting to do, man. Right? By, again, making it to where, prices are going up, supply is going down, demand is going up, right? It says, and again, you see that by all these different things, right? These climate events, as well as it's like I couldn't even my brain is just moving slow right now, man. But so all these different things that are ultimately, again, with the the fire that's going on that happened with these 18,000 cows, right? So events like that, which we believe that was staged, man, but it is what it is. Nonetheless, it's still going to aid in the fact that there's not going to be no food, man. It says, "And they shall eat their bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment," man. So here soon, right? Hey, whatever food you got left in your cabinets or in your home, period. Hey, that's gonna be the last little bit that you have, man. And you people, again, man, that's what you people are gonna start eating less, right? You gotta save, right, your food more, right? You're gonna start eating less. Hey, soon you're gonna run out, man. And at that point, what's gonna happen, right? You people are gonna be, breaking into these houses, right? Your neighbor's house, right? Which we read in 2nd Esdras 60, or matter of fact, let's go back to it. 2nd Esdras, the 6th chapter, and continue on to verse 23. It says, "And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man hear it, they shall be suddenly afraid. And at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein, and the springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run." Right? So, hey, you people are not going to have no food, no water, right? What are you people going to do, man? Hey, well, I got to eat. At this point, hey, fuck the next guy, right? I got to eat, right? So that's gonna be the mentality in the times to come, right? Every man for himself, right? And it's going to be where with those that, have, you know what I mean? You might have been living in the same neighborhood. Everybody in the neighborhood, 15, 20 plus years, 30 plus years, hey, well, soon they're going to be, they might be your great friends, man. Hey, well, soon they're going to become your enemies, man, because they might have food, right? And if they got food, that means you don't got food. That means you going to die, hey, well, guess what, man? You're going to go in and break up in their house, right? Try to steal their food, man. Because, again, it's going to be every man for himself type mentality, man. Don't matter who you are, right? These are the things that are ultimately going to come to pass, man, right? This is prophecy, man, right? Soon there's not going to be no food. And immediately after that, what's going to happen, man? The chaos is going to turn up, right? The chaos is going to turn up. I remember M1 Gabar, ultimately had that he did a video, which I think I did a lesson on it as well. M1 Gabar had posted that video or did a lesson on the video of, power going down, right? And chaos going up, man, So when everything starts to unfold, man, chaos is finna follow very quickly, man. You know what I mean? It's going to be a very bad time for the masses, man. You know what I mean? And I don't want to make this too long. Got a couple more precepts, man. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come," right? Which that word perilous goes into, injurious or full of death, right? The times to come are going to be full of death. A lot of people are going to be breaking into people's homes, right? And knocking people off just for their food, man. You know what I mean? People are going to be, and then, you know what I mean? Hey, soon, you know what I mean? It's just going to continue to trickle down to where you can't even go into these houses and get no food because they've already been ransacked. Hey, well, now you can't find no food. Hey, well, now you're starving, man. People are going to die from starvation, dehydration, right? People are going to, ultimately get into cannibalism. Cannibalism is going to pop off, right? People are going to die being eaten, It's going to be a very bad time for the masses, man. And this is why, right, again, the prophets are speaking to the masses, telling the people to get right with Yahweh Shem Shai. Get right with Yahweh Shem Shai. Otherwise, you're gonna be caught up in the shit that, that's coming, man. I'll grab this. So let me grab this, and then we'll get out of here. This is Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 12. It says, "Therefore will I number you to the sword." And that sword is symbolic for all the different forms of, judgment that the Lord is going to bring, to the world, man. Right? Starvation, famine, right? Being one of them, man. Right along with Esau, Edom, right along with cannibalism, right along with, again, pestilence and so on and so forth. All these different things, and the Lord is finna bring, man. It says, "And ye shall all bow down to the slaughter," right? Slaughter, man. Mass death is finna take place, man. Right? It says, "Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not." That's right, man. Because again, the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, right, has been sending his prophets, right, out into the highways and byways, right, for decades, warning you peoples, man. Beginning with our other apostles of Great Millstone, right, been warning you people for decades, right, of the trouble of, the death that's going to come here soon, right? And again, a lot of you people don't want to listen, right? A lot of you people don't want to take heed, to the words that are being spoken. Well, as it says in Acts 3 and 23, "He that will not hearken unto or hear that prophet shall be destroyed from among the people." Roughly paraphrasing that scripture, man. You know what I mean? So a lot of you Israelites, right? You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you're finna be taken out in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Right? So, and this is a time that's literally right around the corner, man. It says, verse 13, it says, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai, behold, my servant shall eat." Who are the Lord's servants, man? Those that are doing the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai in this time, right? Those that are sitting here getting this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? Those that are sitting here getting the proper breakdowns of the scriptures, those that are sitting here putting in that work, right? Not being hearers of the word only, but doers as well, right? Trying to keep the law, statutes, members to the best of their ability, right? Remaining faithful to Yahweh Shem Shai, showing our faith, right? By making our bodies a living sacrifice, applying the scriptures to the best of our ability, and so on and so forth, man. Those are the Lord's servants, man. Which are the elect, man. It says, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Meaning 2/3 of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? As well as you Israelites that have been scattered into these other nations, which are called the Israelite foreigners, right? You Israelites in general, right? You Israelites that are here in America, 2/3 of y'all are gonna perish, man. By way of famine, by way of these different forms of judgment the Lord's finna bring, man. Whereas the elect are gonna eat, right? The elect are gonna have water, man. They're gonna drink, right? The Lord's gonna take care of them all the way around, right? And just as I made a statement, in the beginning of this lesson, right? The Lord could have a whole heathen, right? Have a bunker, right? And the Lord can ultimately make it to where that man is literally gathering up that food just for an elect member to come across it, man. Who knows, man? Lord will, I can get it more in depth, in a another lesson going in on that, but yeah, man. I'll keep reading. It says, behold, but it's like it says, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed, man. So at the end of the day, man, you don't want to go through what the Lord has planned, right, for 2/3 of Israel, man. Really the whole world is going to get tried, as it says in, was that Revelations 3:10, right? The whole world is going to go through this testing, man. The only ones that are going to make it out is the elect, man. So, hey, man, if you don't want to have to go through these things which are here to come soon, hey, man, get right with Yahweh Shem El Shai, man. Right? Acts 3:19, repent ye therefore and be converted, man. You know what I mean? Turn away from this world, man, and follow the laws, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shem El Shai to the best of your ability. But I just wanted to make this real quick. Lord wills, edifying. Lord wills, straight to the point. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechak, Wadash, double honor, said the elder apostles, the elder bishops, the great millstone. Till next time, I say shalom.